Hey guys, Dale here. Hey, I just want to let you guys know that in the beginning of this video we took a lot of driving video because driving through these areas as a Floridian I found it to be very different. Um, just the scenery, the mountainous terrain, the very rugged terrain. It's almost like a desert Tennessee. I'm just not used to it. I wanted to share with you guys what it looked like as well, and I hope you enjoy it. Hey guys, Dale here. Just want to show you this. This is exactly like picturesque, exactly what I was thinking I would be driving through when in Texas. This is a portion of I-10. We are in what's called a picnic area. It's not a rest stop, it's a picnic area. And just wanted to show y'all kind of the twisty, turny section of the interstate going up through some hills here. It extends up over that hill. This is the first kind of hilly, mountainy area we're getting into, and out in the country away from San Antonio. We're probably about an hour outside of San Antonio, maybe just a touch less, and it's very hot. The temperature outside, according to the truck, says 97 degrees, and I believe it as the truck is growling at me because it does not like the heat. When I say growling, it's just the cooling fan kicking on and off to help out a little bit with some extra cooling. But it's very picturesque, and I just want to show y'all what it looks like. And there's some kind of a red barn church or something going on over here. I thought it was just pretty cool looking. But anyways, guys, I just want to show you what it looks like. This is a good spot to kind of see it all in one shot. And I'll see you when we get to Pecan Valley. Yeah, on our way to Junction, Texas, Pecan Valley Ranch. Kind of going through some mountains here in Texas. That's kind of cool. Not really mountains, but enough where they had to chop the mountain away to get the road through. Foothills, probably more like what I should say. A steep little grade though. Now we're going to fall down the backside of this.
I took the camera only because you could see straight down. Now it seems like it's leveled off up here a little bit, so you don't see that steep grade going off the side of the foothill. But it was pretty high. Here we are driving up through it. Pretty neat being a Florida girl driving up through Texas. Oh, here we go. Now there's trees. Kind of see down. Trying to get a section where you can see down. Not really.
Wasn't really expecting 7% grades, but we just had one back there. Been through these hills, mini mountain range. I'm not sure what area of mountain this is. Of course, 18-wheeler ripping right past me. Back up. It's very pretty out here. It's a lot different. It's like a deserty Tennessee.
Right?
I don't know how else to describe it because I'm not used to hills like this outside of somewhere like Tennessee. We're climbing back up here. It's very picturesque though. I'm digging it. Junction 44 miles. We have cut this road right out of the rock. Very cool. This is what it just looks like so far the whole way here for about the past 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes. Back down the back side of this. See the sign there for Junction, Texas. It's just very picturesque. Coming into Pecan Valley RV Park. I believe it's farm and RV park. Here's a sign, and right here is probably going to straighten me out.
Turn right on RM 1674.
Pecan Valley RV Park. Yeah,
miles. Turn right on unpaved road.
Turn what?
Turn right on an unpaved road.
Sweet. Let's go four-wheeling, guys. Got fifth wheel.
Yeah, no river.
How cool is this, man?
Beautiful.
That river down there.
It looks like there was once a river down there.
It's kind of dry.
There's no river there now.
Fishing out of that one. Oh, there's some water. I just saw that. Sort.
Kind of take up the whole road here.
Well, that's the way I drive, you know. You don't like my driving, get off the sidewalk. Just narrow little roads, narrow little bridges, and we're going to use the whole road. There's nobody out here but me.
And them.
And them.
Welcome to Pecan Valley.
To Pecan Valley. Yeah, you want to snag a picture, Mama?
I am.
Do it. How cool.
1/2 mile. Arrive at 6720 West Ranch Road 1674 on the right.
This is what it looks like, guys.
Yep. There we go.
course, when you're pulling in here, you always make sure you don't want to clip anybody's trees like this here. Make sure you
Wow, look at this, Levi. The pecan trees.
Pecan trees?
Pecan? Pecan? However you want to say it.
Tomato, tomato,
Pecan.
pecan,
I think Grandma called it pecan.
pecan. Pecan Valley RV Park. Nice little song.
Howdy, y'all. There's our chickens.
Chicken going across
Chicken
the
crossed the
road.
road. Why did a chicken cross the road?
He's a black and white chicken.
Chickens.
A black and white chicken in the middle of a desert.
I want to pet the chicken.
Yeah, maybe you can. That's funny.
They look just like dogs.
Hey guys, we are here at Pecan Valley RV Park in Junction, Florida. Junction, Texas. And the wind, I thought a car was coming. The wind is ripping, guys. Believe it or not, the truck says 105 in the truck. And the way the wind goes through these trees, it sounds like a car is coming down the road. So there's like a little hen house type deal behind me. They have free range chickens that run around out here. And the area is dry and hilly. As you saw on the way in the video, on the way in, there was a couple of segments that we shot with some of the stuff going down I-10. And I'll just show you real quick. Now you're gonna hear wind noise, guys, because it is super windy and it's super deceiving with this breeze on how hot it really is, because I am sure that I would get burnt very quickly if I were just out in this and not knowing how hot it is. So these are all pecan trees. They got some chickens over there. And this is just the entrance road here, guys. Let me try to pinch this a little bit just right so we don't get much wind noise. There we go. We want to take just a little quick e-bike tour here. Now the park itself is not very big. Whoa, easy. Now the park itself is not very big at all. Maybe 15 sites, but it is a very bumpy little road. But it's very nice to be here, and this is kind of what I was picturing when someone says to me Texas. I don't think huge metropolitan areas like San Antonio or Houston, like that traffic that we had. But anyways, enough about that. I've been whining about that for the past 3 days, so I'll stop. But anyways, this is just the road coming in, guys. Come down this little road, and when we came in, we actually saw a deer out here, just a little doe, hanging out in the, I guess you could call it pecan grove. Very bumpy, guys, very bumpy. I apologize. But it is very dry, and it is hot, but it's not that humid hot like we have in Florida. It's hot, but the breeze cools it off. It's oddly deceiving. I'm trying to do the camera work here and hold it still and all that for you guys here. I just want to show you what it looks like and give you guys an opportunity to see some of the things that we have seen. It looks like they're building a new check-in area or house or something here, because it looks like it has a garage right there. And here we go. Pecan Valley RV Park and Farm, Junction, Texas. And they got like a little storage area here. So Please slow down. Deer and campers at play. Are you guys seeing all the deer in the background right there? Pretty cool, huh? Looks like they have a pretty large feeder out there for them. Now, a little funny little story. I still need to have my fingers over the mic. Because the wind is ripping, guys. I'm sure you hear it. It says peck for help here on this little on this little doodad right here. Well, I'm ringing the buzzer and I'm pushing the button and everything else, and nobody's coming to my beckoning aid. And so if you ever come here, nobody answers the little bell. There's a little red check-in center general store up there past that camper right there. So I just drove up where that little turtle is, where it says go slow, and got out and checked in. So it was no big deal. And just, you guys can see some more of the little deer. I shouldn't say little, they're decent sized doe. Some of them look like they're this year's doe, and some of them look like they're a couple years old. And they're just hanging out watching me going, what is this guy doing with the camera? What's he doing? So anyways, continue on with the tour. There's the Monty back there. We'll get to that in a minute because it's not very long. So you just come around here. Now I think some of these RVs that they have under their covers here are for rent. So if you don't have an RV and you find yourself out here and you want to experience being in an RV out here in Texas, you can use one of those. And that's the check-in shed / general store. And also that is the way down to the river or creek to go do some fishing. Now they say they're pulling some bass out of there, so we're going to go check that out here in a little bit. So we're going to walk down there with Scout, fishing rod, Mama, and Levi, and we're going to check it out. As you can see, there's Mama and Levi right there. Scotty Bear leading the way. And nice pull-through sites here in the shade. Nice bighorn. And a couple more pull-through sites right here. I'll slow down here in a minute and I'll show them to you and get lined up with them. There we go. And we got 3 pull-through sites right here, and they're nice and big, so you have some room. That little elbow room, so to speak, is what I like to call it, because I don't like being right on top of my neighbor. There's some more deer over there, and looks like there's a couple buck. I see some actual some antlers on top of the heads there. All right, continue on with the tour. And that says library, probably a little shower house. And this is another pull-through site here. I'm not sure why they didn't drop us there, but that's okay. How you doing? And we ended up coming up right here, which is fine. It's nice and shady from that tree. And the funny thing is, when we first got here, we didn't have any electricity, so I had to jump in the truck, go back up there, and say, "Hey, man, we ain't got no electricity." And he came down and replaced the breakers, and we were back in business, so it was all good. So as you can see, guys, it's not a very large campground, but it is very peaceful. It is nice, and there is wildlife. They have chickens up there again at the check-in center, a little general store, and let me flip this around a little bit. Try to grab the mics. There we go. As I was saying, they do have chickens and some animals up there towards the general store, and they gave Levi a bunch of ice cream and sugared him all up and sent him back down here to us, so that was good. And we went into town briefly and got some diesel fuel, and went to the store and got some meat and stuff, and just some little odds and ends, and continue on our way tomorrow. And ooh, that wind is ripping, guys. I'm sure y'all can hear that. And gonna go down here to the river and see what that looks like, and I'll take the camera with me so you guys can see that, and hopefully catch some fish. Might take the fishing rod down there with me, and we'll check it all out, guys. All right, I'll see you later. Alright, so we are down here by the river, Pecan Valley Ranch RV Park. It's very peaceful. There's Scouties and Levi and Mama. And supposedly the better fishing is down that way, probably under that tree, I would guess, but for some shade. It looks like it kind of splits off there. I'm going to try that out in a bit. Just wanted to show y'all what this looks like. It's very nice. I don't have my fingers over the mic. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. I might cut out some of the wind noise. It is very windy. Levi was down here and he found a hook in these rocks. And luckily it did not go in his foot, because if it would have, it would have been a trip to the hospital, wherever that is, and a tetanus shot. So luckily that did not happen. But there are hooks whenever you're in these areas, guys, and there's people that fish in these areas. You got to be super careful, man. Just a little reminder in life to be careful. Not very deep, but I guess deep enough to have some fish in here. We shall see. I gotta light the grill here in a little bit, and we're gonna make some tenderloin that we have, and that ought to turn out good. I may take some bit of that. When you say Texas, this is what I think. A little foothill in the background there. Just a little tour. Just a little tour of what we see and what some of these parks look like. You guys may never be able to get the chance to come out here, so here's what it looks like. Deceivingly hot. Because I know it is hot, but this breeze makes it feel much cooler than what it is. And you know there's fish in here when you have little minnows kind of swimming around in here and cruising around in these little pools. Looks like some kind of structure right there. Of what? I don't know. It's very neat to see cactus just growing in the wild. It was kind of funny. We were driving down I-10 and Renee looks over and she goes, look, a cactus. And I'm like, oh, you spotted the first wild cactus? She goes, yep. I'm like, awesome, first wild cactus spotted. Up here they have a little, kind of like a little shaded area there. Little grassy area here. I'll come back up and show you all this. Kind of jump up here a little bit. That way you can kind of hang out in the shade some. Looks like they have a little garden going on. This is kind of the back side of the park, and that was the rental RV that I was showing y'all on the tour just past the check-in center or general store, however you want to label it up here. And there's my trusty little e-bike. Folds in half, so it goes in the back of the truck, takes up hardly any space, and you can hang out in here and it's much cooler in the shade. Just a nice little place to come and hang out, chill out. Kind of wishing I would have booked another day just to hang out, but we have places we want to see as well, so worst case I'll book another trip, come back out west. Darn. Alright guys, y'all have a good evening. Hopefully I'll shoot some more footage of this. If I do not, and you like what you saw, please like and subscribe and tell your friends. And, you know, I'm not doing all the crazy intros and all the crazy music and all that kind of stuff. I'm just shooting it kind of home video style, so you get what you get. And if you want to see more, let me know what you want to see. And if you don't want to see more, then don't watch, I guess. Not to sound rude. Oh my gosh. But anyways, guys, I'm going to follow this little trail here. Like I said, if I shoot some more video, I'll be sure to put it in here. If not, I hope y'all have a great evening. And hug a loved one, because sometimes time is short. You can always make money. Sometimes you have no time. So you guys have a good evening. Night night.